Hey, Nick from RetroPixel Digital here. I just wanted to kind of let you guys know about what the next project on our horizon is. So, as you probably know, we are doing a series of 10 episodic short films. So, those short films are really neat because they were going to pit sci-fi characters against each other. So, we're working on Darth Vader versus Master Chief right now. But when we're done that, we're actually going to focus a little bit more on our own IP. So we've created this new IP and this universe for a video game that we're making actually. So it's an open world sci-fi video game where you can actually fly off planet and then go around and find other planets where you can land on, similar to Elite Dangerous. What else is there? Star Citizen, No Man's Sky, stuff like that, where there are procedurally generated planets and procedurally generated geography on those planets, which is really super neat because that allows you to explore vast, endless amounts of planets. So really, really cool stuff. We are using Unreal Engine 4, so we are going to be developing our own procedural world generator system. So that's a system we're working on already. Right now we kind of have some really neat stuff going on. We're able to leave the planet and get to a space station, and that's about it. We can go back to the planet as well, but there's a very localized area where we can actually land. So we hope to expand that because we're going to be developing that and we're going to be releasing it on the Unreal marketplace. So that will be something that we can bring out to the rest of the community with people that we know that you guys want that as well. So because we're developing it, why not release it to everybody else for all the other game developers? Really cool stuff. So right now there's two different groups. We've got one group, and for the game we've got one group that is an assassin. You can choose, or it randomly chooses. We've got the assassin, and then the other group is a bunch of Marines, and there's about 5 or 6 of them, and they both have to head towards this high value target. The assassin obviously assassinates them, and then the Marines are supposed to extract that target before the assassination happens. So we've kind of load balanced the game a little bit, where we offer active camouflage, invisibility for the assassin, and then we've got specialized thermal imaging. We've got view, and then for the Marines, they have heavy weapons. They have an APC. There's more of them, stuff like that. So it's kind of really neat. We're going to release that multiplayer version of that game very soon. We've already released version 1.0.0, which is kind of a testing ground where anyone can download it and play. Once we get to that multiplayer, we get all that those physics down, and that will be within the next week or two that we will release that. And then after that, we're going to be adding the space station and the interplanetary flight. So that's going to be a little difficult because it's really going to be localized to that one planet back and forth. It'll be neat, but once we start to roll out the procedural generation, then you're going to start to see more planets and stuff. So we're just working on that right now. So that's really neat. We're going to be working on a funding campaign to see if we can put some money towards this, because this is kind of a pet project right now. We don't have a lot of funding for it, so hopefully we can continue to work on it that way. Hopefully everybody in the community is really excited and jacked like we are about that, but keep an eye on the updates and the details and everything, because we're releasing a lot of stuff. So there's a website called www.siriusgame.net, and that's our current website where we're going to be releasing news, updates, and downloadable content. So soon we're going to have a version of the game where it's going to be multiplayer, and we're going to have that scenario all worked out, and everybody can play. Well, up to 6 or 8 people can play at the same time, but we'll have that on a server so everyone can alpha test if they can get in on there, and that would be great. So we'd love to hear from our community. We'd love to hear from you guys and see what kind of ideas you have, any feedback if you have anything like that. That'd be great. But keep an eye on it, www.seriousgame.net. Talk to you soon.